Welcome to Demo Day, where young innovators take the stage and showcase real-world projects to a global audience. At WEquil School, students learn to become innovators, teaching each other each week through their creations. WEquil App has thousands of novel and useful projects born out of our students' strengths, interests, and passions. But Demo Day is more than just a presentation. It's a celebration of innovation, collaboration, and the power of young minds. Join us on this incredible journey of inspiration as we witness the next generation of problem solvers and leaders. From Harvard professors to industry experts, our demo days attract incredible guest speakers who share their knowledge and ignite curiosity. Whether you're a young innovator looking to showcase your creations or a family seeking an extraordinary learning experience, Demo Day is here for you. Together, let's create a world where young minds flourish, ideas come to life, and innovation knows no boundaries. Join us for an unforgettable journey of learning, growth, and discovery. Welcome to Demo Day.
Right. So, hello. Today I will be presenting the first chapter of my book, Violent Peace. And so this book is from the perspective of a 15-year-old girl named Faya Trueheart. And the first chapter is called The Last War. And so Faya lives on planet Earth, but it's different in this story. In this story, Earth was taken over 8,000 years previously, from Faya's point of view, by an alien species. We were talking about aliens before, by an alien species called the Tatarians. And so this alien species lived on another planet named called Pallas before they took over Earth. And so the Tatarians, for your information, are big, scaly creatures with greenish-grayish skin. And you might have noticed on the cover here that I made is that they have 6 fingers on each hand. And so the reason why they took over Earth is because they wanted to create a peaceful, perfect society with no fighting, no violence, and no freedom. And so the humans are completely under the rule of the Tatarians. And so Faya, the main character of the story, goes on an adventure to restore peace and goodwill, to restore freedom and goodwill to planet Earth. And so if you want to read the first chapter of my story, then you can go to WEquil App and the project will be in my profile or in the project's library. Thank you for listening to my presentation.
Wow, round of applause. Bob and I've got really excited because you're talking about aliens.
Yeah.
He has feedback sound. Go.
It's great, but I will look into it later a bit and share the feedback as soon as possible.
He's our resident WEquil expert on all things paranormal. He'll get back to you.
Like the cover, I worked really hard on the cover.
Yeah, the cover is very good.
Like with the 6 fingers, I had to take a screenshot and then cut out the background and then add another finger in there.
I find it remarkable that you found a picture of the alien's hand. I think that's incredible.
Okay, so what I did is I took 2 pictures from Google and spliced them together. So I took the galaxy picture from Google, and then I took the hand with the Earth from Google. And that hand only had 5 fingers, so I had to add another finger. And I also added scales to the hand by taking a screenshot of part of the hand and then shaping it into an oval shape and then putting it on the fingers. And then I also added long fingernails because I thought it was
okay. Aila, earlier I mentioned a project I wanted to do about critical thinking and looking at certain kinds of ideas and how they might be more likely to capture one's attention. I want to do a project with you on how the heck you made that picture.
That's actually the algorithm behind behind these OpenAI's tool for picture generating.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But I mean, like, I don't know about you, everybody else. I just want to be able to do what she just did.
I made it in Google.
I don't really care.
That's
I mean, I'm
really
kind of
cool.
interested in the AI, but I mostly just want a step-by-step process explaining how she did that.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's awesome because
That's
how you
for-
did it is also how they're creating these algorithms, like it's a
Actually,
mid-journey.
no. I used oh yeah, I guess kind of, but I didn't use AI to create the picture because I couldn't sign into Daddy's Midjourney account.
One, I do have a feedback sandwich.
Yeah.
One, I really like how you presented it in a way that was like a summary of like what it was about. Because it is kind of a struggle to present fictional stories because you can't really summarize the whole story because then that takes away from the story. But I think you did it in a really good way where you like introduced the concepts and it made people want to read about it on their own time. And then I guess the only feedback might be to add something about like who would be interested in this story. Like if you are interested in maybe like sci-fi or dystopian stories, or if you're Ivanov and you really are interested in aliens, yeah, then you would really like that story. So you can kind of like speak to the specific audience that you're looking for.
Yeah. People who like Hunger Games,
Oh
and
yeah, that's a good thing to add.
Harry Potter, and what's that other book that's not fiction that Mommy said was like that?
Hunger Aliens.
Oh, it is fiction, but it's 1984.
1984. I've been told it's kind of like that book. People who like those books will most likely be interested in my book.
Nice. Awesome.
I like that. I want to add to that feedback sandwich
Mhm.
that to the extent that you can draw parallels to the story and actual history or
Yeah.
famous books, 1984, you will draw adult crowds.
Yeah.
And if you got something like that,
And have a much more sophisticated story that's in line with like human history and
because
Yeah.
like you guys have written some, like, I really like the story that you published up on Kindle, but there's no reason why you kids can't make serious money. If you really want to make money with these stories, if you get ambitious in that way, which I'm not recommending, you're too young to worry about money. But if it would be fun to get excited about money, you know, just because, then I'm ready to go to town. Right?
Also, I'm mostly doing this because first of all, I'm really excited about this story and I love Hunger Games and I love Harry Potter and I'm guessing I will like the book 1984 when I'm ready to read it. Okay, maybe not. But maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, okay, okay. I like happy books, so probably
Too
not.
young.
Yeah,
It's so scary.
I said when I'm ready to read it. It sounds very interesting. But anyway, I also put it as one of my New Year's resolutions that I would um publish a new story. And it is already halfway through the year. So I'm getting a bit desperate here. So I'm just like
The panic monster.
huh?
Panic.
The panic monster. Yes, the panic monster. Thank you, my guardian angel, the panic monster. But so I'm planning to either, if I don't finish it, I'll probably just publish part of it and say like still in progress or something on Kindle. But that is one reason that I'm doing it. But mostly because I'm really, really excited about writing this book.
So
And
Isla, me being a P like you,
being
I
Perceiving
ENTP.
Perception
Yeah.
type.
So money, like with investing, like I wasn't part of the reason why I did well with investing is that I you know, I didn't really care about money, but I would use it as a tool to help me get well, it's objective. So when you go to public school, the teacher tells you how good what you do is right before they throw it away. It's not very objective. And it caps out at 100%, which is also not true about
Especially
things
with
like
creative and artistic things, it's hard to know because like most of these things don't necessarily cater to a broad audience, but like to a really specific audience, especially what you're seeing with like music, because there's so many like micro creators and like micro influencers or whatever you call them to kind of like tailor
yeah.
specific audience that really loves what you do.
So
Oh,
you shouldn't expect
Sume actually came up with the title. Sume's actually the one who came up with the title
Yep.
of my book, Violent Peace. Yeah,
quick
I really
question.
love it.
Do we have another project or no?
Yes, I do. I have a project.
Oh, okay. So we need to wrap up soon. But so Aila, let's talk more tomorrow or the weekend. But I totally agree with what Sume just said. When we're talking about creative projects that involve like fiction, music, some of the arts, then success around this is you're not gonna get a good sense of success or how valuable it is from demo day. You're gonna get people that care about you, that are gonna support you and give you good like suggestions maybe about how to move forward. But you want to find the small percent of people in the world that like love your particular story. Like J.K. Rowling with Harry Potter, people discovered what she did and it became a world-renowned sensation. But at least half the people on the planet don't care or have never heard of it. And then, you know, another half that have heard of it don't like it. But something like a fourth of the planet, or maybe like 10% or something, love it to a point that it's like crazy. Right? Right, exactly. See the shaking? Okay. So similar kind of thing here, where in order for you to test this, you want a better mechanism than just feedback during demo day. You want to put this out to the world, find people that really love it, and then learn from them, get feedback from them. And money is just another measure along with views, you know, follows, whatever. That's an objective measure you can use to assess how valuable what you're doing is so it can guide you. This is a very long conversation. I work with a lot of entrepreneurs that are doing similar kinds of things, so I know what I'm doing with this. But you want to find the objective measures that work for you. And I think you're a brilliant writer. You know, you've done this before. I mean, you're the entertainer personality type. I just spit on Abhinav's computer, sorry. But let's get to Sume's project here.